Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be solving LeetCode 283, move zeros. So we're given an integer array called nums, and we want to move all the zeros to the end of the array while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero elements. When we want to do this in place without making a copy of the array. So example 1, we got 0, 1, 0, 3, and 12. As we can see, we take both of these zeros, move them to the end, and 1, 3, and 12 occur in the same order that they were given in our original array. So we can use 2 pointers to solve this. We will say left and we'll say right are both going to be equal to 0. Now what we'll do is, since they're both equal to 0, we're going to run this array while right is less than the length of our given input array. So let's write that. We'll say while right is less than the length of nums. What are we going to do? We have to swap the elements, right, if we ever occur or run into a number that's not 0, right? So say right and left are both equal 0 right now. We'll increment right. Okay, now we have an element that is not 0. So what do we want to do? We want to swap it with the left pointer. And then afterwards, we'll increment our left pointer because now our left pointer is not pointing at a 0. So we'll continue doing this throughout the array until we reach the end, and that should give us the answer. So we'll say left and right equal to 0 while right is less than the length of nums. If we ever run into a number which is not equal to 0 at our right position, we want to swap the left and right positions in our array. Nums of right and nums of left. And then what do we want to do? Well, now left will not be pointing to 0 anymore. So we will have to increment left by 1. And then after the execution of that block, we want to increment right by 1, or that block could just not execute, meaning we ran into consecutive zeros, and then in which case we just want to still increment right by 1. And that should give us our answer. So let's run this. Pass both test cases, submit, and it runs. Okay, so what is the time and space complexity of this problem? The space complexity is, again, in place, which is what the problem wanted, so O of 1. And the time complexity is, well, we're doing this in one pass, so it is going to be O of n. And that'll do it for LeetCode 283.